By the way, I do want to read the
Sorry.
Michael Lewis book that will inevitably come out, and I hope they make a movie. It'll be a heck of a
You think
movie.
that's what he's doing, meeting with
absolutely.
SBF? Oh, that's a
Absolutely.
good point.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's quite a book to have.
Yeah, there's maybe a movie. Oh, this is such a movie.
Such a movie.
Yeah, okay.
With Brad Pitt. I want to see Brad Pitt.
Kind of brilliant.
Inspired by the medieval tale of the generous green archer, Sam Bankman-Fried and his merry men purchased Robinhood shares with borrowed money to spread wealth throughout the land. And by spread, I mean keep, and by land, I mean some private wallet. Let's see what he's done now, and don't forget to bullseye that like button.
Sam Bankman-Fried borrowed hundreds of millions of dollars from FTX's sister crypto hedge fund Alameda Research to buy his stake in Robinhood. That's according to this court document filed the day before SBF's arrest. In it, the FTX founder said he and his co-founder, Gary Wang, borrowed more than $546 million from the crypto trading firm through promissory notes in April and May. They used that money to finance Emergent Fidelity Technologies, the shell corporation that in May bought a 7.6% stake in the trading app Robinhood. This comes to light as the battle over ownership of about $450 million worth of Robinhood stock continues. Court documents indicate about 56 million Robinhood shares owned by Emergent are currently frozen in a brokerage account. According to this court filing, 3 parties have tried to get control of those shares, including bankrupt crypto lender BlockFi, an FTX creditor, and Bankman-Fried himself, who has indicated he wants to use those shares to cover the cost of his legal bills. Earlier this month, federal prosecutors charged SBF with stealing billions of dollars in FTX customer assets to plug losses at Alameda. Wang pleaded guilty to federal fraud charges last week and is cooperating with prosecutors. Meantime, FTX customers filed a class action lawsuit yesterday against the failed crypto exchange and its former top execs, including SBF, seeking a declaration that the company's crypto holdings belong to them. The lawsuit is the latest legal attempt to claim FTX's shrinking assets. The company is already feuding with liquidators in the Bahamas and Antigua, as well as the bankruptcy estate of BlockFi.
Topic buzz. Disgraced FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried borrowing $546 million from Alameda Research to purchase shares of Robinhood. That's according to an affidavit that was made in a Caribbean courtroom. SBF also reportedly meeting with Michael Lewis, the Hollywood writer of The Big Short, during his house arrest. Okay, Adam.
Yeah.
Here's my question.
Let's hear it.
The clawback begins. How in the world do they start to bring back investor funds? Robinhood's an example. The real estate's an example.
Well, it's going to take a very long time, and my guess is we're talking about cents on the dollar. There is no way that you can possibly claw back dollar for dollar all the money. They'll find some, as they always do. But, you know, if you remember the Bernie Madoff clawback, that took years. And eventually they were
doing it.
Yeah, they were able to get people to 70 or 80%. But those were real assets. When you're talking crypto, there aren't real assets anymore. The assets have gone to heaven. They don't exist.
Yeah, well, there's 121 million in real estate that's in several people's names, apparently, including his parents. So I can't wait to see if they're going to be facing charges.
What are the clawback
Just
rules?
asking the question. I don't know anything.
Yeah, and I don't even know. But what are the clawback rules? If he's convicted of being stupid, all right, do you get to claw back the money? If he's convicted of fraud, then it's obvious. So I think that distinction is going to be very important in the weeks and months ahead.
What's the jail time do you think you serve for being stupid? Like,
5 to 6, I don't know.
5 to 6 years.
Yeah, stupidity is one thing, fraud is another, and negligence is yet another. And he incriminated himself, if you recall, in an interview by saying he, quote, effed up. He said that, I believe, with George Stephanopoulos.
Stupid.
Can you imagine what his lawyer was thinking? And it was soon thereafter that, surprise, surprise, the U.S. actually brought charges and then filed the extradition. So he incriminated himself. He admitted to wrongdoing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It really is unbelievable. I don't know what your view of crypto is, David, but I've never been a big fan of it. I'll just put that out there. But this really is such a stain on the industry overall. I mean, I think there could be a place for crypto, but I think it has to be regulated.
We're already seeing some of the repercussions of that. Gold, I think gold's ascent this year, in part, is because of crypto, because people are going back to gold as an alternative to a fiat currency. Yeah. I was never really a fan, but I had to admit, like, once you get to this size, you are an asset class, at least, you know, and the price is whatever the next person will pay for it.
Yeah, or whatever they say it's worth. Just because a coin with a dog on it, they say it's worth, you know, $10,000, doesn't mean it's worth $10,000.
By the way, I do want to read the Michael Lewis book that will inevitably come out, and I hope they make a movie. It'll be a heck of a movie.
You think that's what he's doing, meeting with SBF? Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's quite a book to have.
Yeah, and maybe a movie. Oh, this is such a movie.
Such a movie.
Yeah, okay.
With Brad Pitt. I want to see Brad Pitt, and I want them to do it like Ocean's 11, right? Except that was one you could actually like the guy. I'm not sure we're going to like the guy at the end of this one.
True, no.
Yeah.